A few years ago, I went to the mall and I purchased these pair of jeans. They were on the rack for $80 and I negotiated with the storekeeper and managed to get a discount all the way down to $45. A bit of a keynote, I do not like wearing jeans. These are the only pair of jeans that I own, and I believe this helped me get a bargain. Join me in this video where I discuss the key concepts of negotiating. Hello and welcome to the 4 Pillars Business Podcast. Today we are going back to the business pillar, and as discussed we are talking about negotiating. Defined by Merriam-Webster, it is in the act or process of discussing the details of an agreement in a formal way. When it comes to negotiating, it's always the concept of trying to find a bargain, trying to find a good price. Remember that when you're negotiating, you are talking with another party that may be selling some goods, or you might be wanting to sell to that other party. The key thing is price. When you're going into negotiation, you want to make sure that you set a good offer. The offer has to be reasonable. Too low, and the other party is going to say, forget it. You may even insult them. They may think you're joking or may not even take you seriously. So you want to make sure you give a reasonable offer. You want to drive down the price, but not so much because of the concept that the other party wants a mutually beneficial arrangement. When it comes to negotiating, it's really key to have the concept of mutual value in mind. We want to make sure the other party does not feel like they're being ripped off or scammed and definitely not coerced. I discussed the concept of my jeans. I didn't really want my jeans. I didn't really want them. I was happy to not have them, but when the price came, it was really low. I thought, why not? Common example that some of us may experience throughout our life is perhaps buying a second-hand vehicle. Let's just say you go and you buy this truck off Kijiji or Facebook Marketplace, and the seller has posted it for $10,000. It's a reasonable price range based on other vehicles that are in the same market, the same type, perhaps. So you go over to the seller's place and you go to look at it. Now, without any obvious defects, perhaps some rust, a broken window, or some, bad smoke coming out of the exhaust, you don't really have a lot of reasons to drive the price down. You could perhaps come prepared with other details on the internet stating that, these vehicles probably do have rust, or they do have, engine problems. And then you have more reason to support why you want to get a lower price for the vehicle. Perhaps you could take it to a mechanic and get a documented report which states all these things, and also the price to fix them. However, without a lot of these things, you're going to have to rely on your sheer charm and perhaps desperation to try and get this price down. But in a mutually free agreement, the seller can always sell to somebody else. There is this concept that there are people out there who are Superman. They are very, very good at making sales. They go in there and whatever they do, they can sell these igloos to Eskimos. However, without focusing on the other party and creating value for them, or perceived value for them, then this guy here is going to get a bad reputation and no repeat business, unless all of his purchases or all of the other parties all see this value. You want the key focus of being a good salesperson or good at negotiating is always making sure the other person feels happy, making sure they feel good, and that they were not ripped off. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to post in the comments below.